The first China-US Business Leaders Roundtable was successfully held in New York City in the spring of 2010. It's a platform for in-depth communications between China and the US business leaders. For each of the past 4 years, about 100 business leaders from China and the United States meet in New York to exchange ideas on topics of their concern. They discuss critical issues encountered in the development of the China and the US economies. The annual roundtable has become an important privately funded event for business leaders. It has been facilitating business investment and cooperation between high-profile companies in the two countries over a wide range of industries: real estate, biotech, energy, and finance.
I'm Lawrence Tian. I come from China, and 5 years ago, and I came to the United States to set up my company and the CIFCO International Group. And my purpose is to help the Chinese investor to get into the US market. And when I come here, I met a lot of American friends, and they helped me, and they introduced all the culture and the environment, economics, financial market, all the good things for me. We become very close friends. One of my friends is Steven Rockefeller. And I first met Steven, and we are on a small club. And I'm so glad to meet Steven, because when I was in university, and my professor gave me the book and history of this Rockefeller family. I got to know Rockefeller family well, and I read this book many times. Now I met Steven Rockefeller. I'm so excited about that, and we have a good chat. And Steven is so nice person, and he taught me about his story, his family, charity, and many of things very good. And he know I'm the founder of the China-US Business Leader Roundtable, which is business leader conference.
My name is John Lee. I'm the executive director of China-US Business Leaders Roundtable Foundation. China-US Business Leaders Roundtable Foundation is a not-for-profit organization. It was established in 2010. Number one, it is to provide a platform for mutual understanding between business communities from China and the United States. Number two, to provide a platform for dialogue between those two communities, to exchange ideas and to discuss about issues of globalization and to find solutions. Number three, will provide a forum whereby the business leaders of the two countries will get together and set up a network to establish steady working relationship. But the most important thing that we have been trying to do is to bring the new generation of the Chinese business leaders to come to the United States to see the market, to tour the country, and to talk to the business leaders to find out the potential and prospective projects for their investment.
The Rockefeller family has been in the Hudson River Valley region since the early 1700s. The seat of the Rockefeller family is in New York. Ever since the early 1700s, when 11 generations ago, D.L. Rockefeller arrived here from Germany with thousands of other immigrants. My family and I welcome you to come and visit with us. The beautiful scenery, the many spectacular companies and growth opportunities that exist here in the Hudson River Valley.
I'm Ned Sullivan, I'm president of Scenic Hudson, and I invite Chinese people to come and experience the beauty of the Hudson Valley, to walk along the shores of the river, to boat in this gorgeous river, to find jobs that will support their families, to experience the parks, the amazing places that will give them years and years of wonderful experiences with their families, while enabling them to prosper and grow as friends of the people of the United States here in the Hudson Valley.
Dr. Lawrence Tian, the founder and chairman of China-U.S. Business Leaders Roundtable Foundation, has established a great working relationship and friendship with Mr. Rockefeller, and together they have been able to provide the Roundtable participants with a direct and clear access to projects and investment opportunities in the beautiful Hudson Valley. Many of such opportunities were previously unknown to Chinese entrepreneurs.
One particular advantage of partnering with Lawrence Tian is it's an opportunity for prominence in the region. Prominence through supporting conservation. Prominence through supporting education. And prominence through providing liquidity into companies that represent the opportunity for growth.
Contrafect is a biotech company in Hudson Valley and engaged in developing new medicines to combat viruses currently plaguing the medical community. In 2012, some roundtable members visited Contrafect and met with Dr. Bob Nowinski. Dr. Nowinski gave them a very informative tour and discussed about investment opportunities in biotech industry. Mr. Zhang was one of the visiting business leaders.
Hi, I'm Bob Nowinski. I'm the CEO and founder of Contrafect.
Well, I was just absolutely surprised by the ease at which the engagements occurred. It basically was that Lawrence was with a group of Chinese compatriots. They came through this area and they were looking to see what types of companies and what types of opportunities were here. And Lawrence stopped by and we gave them a view of the company and a view of what we do. And he and I established a very nice personal relationship. And approximately 2 months later, he came back with his investor, who then did the same type of tour. And by the time that meeting was over, the first overtures of talking about investing in the company were made. And within 5 or 6 months after that, we had a major investment that really made a big difference to the company.
Eventually, this trip led to Mr. Zhang's group's $9.6 million investment in Contrafect, and Mr. Zhang was appointed to be a member of the board of directors.
One of the principal advantages for us is to have a board member who's Chinese, because it isn't just an investment, it becomes really a way of doing business. So our Chinese board member has twice visited us in the last 6 months. We've been to China, myself with my chief medical officer. And now the board meeting in October is going to take place in China. All of the entire board of directors will travel at that time. And so we're beginning to establish understandings of each other's basis of activity in terms of what types of business occurs, in terms of what the markets are like, what the hospitals are like, what are the opportunities in terms of hospitals or research centers. All of this happens when you travel back and forth. So this is a tremendous opportunity for us to have someone on the board who's a senior Chinese executive. One of the advantages of starting a company just outside of New York is to take advantage of the city itself, because there's a group of medical complexes here, over 7 medical schools or research centers that are world quality. Probably the largest complex of modern medicine is being done in this area in the country. So there's a real advantage to coming here because there's a lot of opportunity that's yet to be exploited. The second aspect of coming just to the outside of the city is to give us the opportunity as a small startup to be able to afford and build and to have appreciable space to begin the company. So it's both a combination of contact to the city and the combination of being able to have our own space and a significant amount of it.
This area is not very well known to the Chinese investors. They did not know about the highly concentrated high-tech technology companies here, the highly educated population professionals here, and also they did not know there is such a place so close to New York City, while it's still unknown to a lot of foreign investors.
Just as Lawrence Tian and Stephen Rockefeller understand the importance of partnerships, so too do we in New York State and the Hudson Valley. We have the Hudson Valley Economic Development Corporation that is a critical partner with Scenic Hudson and that helped bring to fruition the great investment in Contrafect. We also have New York State that's very committed to economic development in the Hudson Valley and that is investing tens of millions of dollars each year in partnerships that will help create jobs. And they are very open and enthusiastic to partnerships with China. And so the governor, the lieutenant governor with whom I work, they've all indicated that they are prepared to work with the Chinese to create profits for the Chinese and for New York companies and to welcome the people of China as partners in our work in the Hudson Valley.
Contrafect represented an opportunity for our friends in China to make a first investment at a significant scale into the biotech industry here in the Hudson River Valley. I admire Lawrence Tian for what he has achieved with the China-U.S. Business Leaders Roundtable. Consistently, the high level of discourse has created a follow-up opportunity for investment and creativity.
And I'm doing my job, but without Mr. Zan's vision, his contribution, I cannot make these things happen. I think all people in Hudson Valley and Bob, Contrafect, need to thank for Mr. Zan because he's really pioneer to this region, to invest in this region. He has so strong influence in China business community. I think when Contrafect finish or come to kind of milestone for this research, I will believe that there are more China, the more investment will come from Mr. Zan, from China business community. And I can clearly see the future. So I really lucky enough to have those people, my team member, and Ms. Zan, as my friend. We all work together with American friend to make this investment happen.
Mr. Zan's group's investment in Contrafect in the Hudson Valley represents a successful marriage between China and U.S. businesses. And China-U.S. Business Leaders Roundtable played a key role. This is only the beginning, and we are very confident that we'll see more in the years to come. The China-U.S. Business Leaders Roundtable will continue to be a valuable platform for these business leaders.